devs do not know how to balance their games. And do they even want to? This question has been tearing apart modern gaming. Hopefully this video will be able to prove that point. So subscribe and let's begin. Games like Overwatch 2, Destiny 2, Super Smash Bros, and Apex Legends are some examples of games that are not balanced. But the real question is, what is a balanced game? To be completely honest, there is no perfectly balanced game. It's just not possible.
Dude, how is my timing that bad? How?
But the closest a game has ever gotten, in my opinion at least, is CSGO. CSGO is a multiplayer tactical first-person shooter developed by Valve. The reason it's so fair is because everyone has access to the same guns, meaning no one would have advantages over each other, although some guns may be a little bit stronger than other ones. The op. Everyone has access to it, which makes it balanced. And the devs don't change much in the patch notes. They only really add new skins, keeping the same meta and allowing players to adapt to it. Now we can look at a game that's completely opposite from CSGO. This game is almost infamous for how bad the balancing is for this game.
I make more money than your entire family tree will ever make. You ain't shit, kid. You will never be shit ever for the rest of your life. Enjoy that Walmart job, bro. And enjoy silver for life. You're never gonna be anything ever, and it's crazy. Your parents despise your entire existence. You think I'm gonna cry every single...
Of course, Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 is a 6v6, wait no, not 6v6. 5v5 hero shooter, where all the characters have different abilities. Now this is one of the hardest things to balance. Every character in the Overwatch roster has offensive and defensive abilities. Now the big problem with Overwatch right now is everyone believes a few characters in the roster's abilities are too strong. They're able to play offensively and defensively without any counters. Characters like Kiriko, Alari, and Mauga, making these characters essentially uncounterable. All the characters mentioned are characters that were released after Overwatch 2 came out. Now this is where power creep comes into the conversation. Power creep is literally in every game you could think of. A good example is Chamber in Valorant. He was so good that he could fill multiple roles and made the older characters obsolete before his nerfs. Another example is Steve from Super Smash Bros. He's able to build blocks, which is an ability that no other Super Smash Bros. Character is able to do, allowing you to have more stage control. Another factor is gun balance. In games like CSGO, Valorant, and Apex, there's many different guns to choose from. The big problem with this is some characters can benefit from different guns, and these guns can either be really good or really bad, making these synergies potentially very overpowered. An example of this is Chamber and Jett in Valorant. Chamber and Jett have get out of jail free card abilities, basically allowing them to just teleport or dash away from any gunfight. This combined with the Operator, a gun that one-shots to the body from any distance, makes them very OP. And they're constantly buffing and nerfing weapons, making you unable to play with the weapons you necessarily want to. The last aspect to game balance is map balance. Some maps can favor specific teams or even specific characters in different games. A really good example of this is in Overwatch. Overwatch has a map with a big hole in the middle, and there's a few characters that are able to push people into the hole, giving these characters an unfair advantage. All these aspects combined make it really difficult for any dev to actually balance their game. And even if they could balance their game, do they really want to? There's something called the perfect imbalance theory. Many games need to be slightly imbalanced to keep the game interesting. If they could make the game perfectly balanced, they would never need to change it. With this imbalance, they're able to tweak it and change it, making the game feel new because people will have to play different characters or use different weapons. In my opinion, the most fun perfect imbalance is a cyclical imbalance. This is kind of like rock, paper, scissors, where everything has a counter. Let's say we're playing a game and everyone picks rock. People will be looking for a way to counter rock, so they'll start using paper. And then people look for a way to counter paper, so they'll start using scissors. My favorite game that uses this is Clash Royale. All decks have a counter and the meta is changing all the time. And all the devs want is for you to play the game for longer, because of course, they want to make their money. A perfectly balanced game would have fixed strategies, kind of like chess. This makes the games really repetitive and generally unfun. So maybe a little bit of unfairness and unbalance is fun.